You are now tuned in to Daily Truth Kenya.
In the fishing communities along Lake Victoria, women have traditionally traded sex for fish, a cycle of exploitation that has trapped them in poverty and vulnerability. But now, a new initiative is changing that. Through the support of Rio Fish Farm, a group of women is breaking free from a cycle of poverty and exploitation. Through cage fishing, these women are taking control of their own destinies. Cage fishing is empowering these women, providing them with a sustainable source of income and breaking the cycle of dependence. With cage fishing, women can now fish independently, without having to rely on men for their livelihood. This newfound independence is giving them the confidence and freedom to take control of their own lives. No longer do they have to resort to desperate measures to feed their families. Not only does cage fishing provide economic empowerment, but it also ensures the sustainability of fish populations in Lake Victoria. By using environmentally friendly practices, these women are playing a crucial role in preserving the fragile ecosystem of the lake. This innovative method has proven to be a game changer, providing a reliable source of income for communities that depend on fishing for their livelihoods. With the growth of cage fishing, more and more people are experiencing improved living standards and increased economic opportunities. The success of cage fishing on Lake Victoria serves as a shining example of how sustainable practices can transform lives and benefit both people and the environment. Together, we can continue to support initiatives like cage fishing that make a positive impact on communities and the world around us.
My name is Niva Ondieki. I'm the farm manager, Rio Fish. As you can see, these are our cages. The farm started in the year 2018. It's a more of a private farm, and we've been stocking the fish. We have 10 cages, plastic ones, with a diameter of 10 centimeters. And we also have metallic cages that are around 16 of them. We've been stocking since 2018. And the fish are doing very well because the selection of this site, there is plenty of water and the water is very clean. There is no pollution from the surrounding, so the fish are growing very fast. As you can see, this cage where I'm standing, we stocked in January. This cage, we have 4 cages for women. We are empowering women in a blue economy, whereby the women are given fingerlings, they are given feeds, and also they are provided with the cages and the nets, so that they can make a living at the end of the day. Because we found out that women, they are more vulnerable in the community. They are exposed to domestic violence and also sex for fish. It's more rampant around this area. So we are partnering with ACF, whereby we are empowering women within Suba South communities, and so far we have 20 groups that we are working with. The women, they are 75 from every beach. The main reason why we are doing this is because we are trying to promote aquaculture as well, because the catch, the world catch is reducing so much. So we are trying to promote aquaculture so that we can continue with this fish farming, because as you can see, our lake nowadays there is very much few fish, so the catch has really reduced. So that's why we are trying to promote aquaculture, whereby we stock the cages, and in 7 months time we are able to harvest and stock, like we can stock even twice a year, because it depends on the size of the fish that you stock. And currently we have 4 cages. Each and every cage we have 25,000 fingerlings. The women groups, we have 20 at the moment. So each group, they have their own cage here, and they are more of sharing, because we have other cages that we have not yet stocked, but we are yet to stock because we want to cover the whole of Suba South. Why we do cage fishing is because the catch, the way I said earlier, the catch has reduced, wild catch has reduced, and the cage fishing is enabling us to more like we are trying to promote aquaculture, yes, because you find most of the time when the fishermen go into the lake, they can come out without anything, because the catch has reduced. There has been more of like overfishing. Cage fishing is more beneficial, like more than before, because when the women have stocked these fish, they know that at the end of the day, in 6 months time, they're going to make an income at the end of the day, because when you sell this fish, there are 25,000 fingerlings, and we calculate at 90% survival rate. So at the end of the day, they are going to harvest around 20,000 fingerlings, and when they sell a kilo, it's around 300 shillings. So the women are very optimistic. As you can see behind me, we have a cage that is very new to us. We bought it 1 week ago, so we are going to stock. We're intending to stock in 2 weeks time. The cage is 6 in 1, so we are going to stock one of the cages. It holds around 25,000 fingerlings. So we are going to we are empowering more women. So we are bringing more women into the picture. That's why we are going to stock for them this cage, and also we have other cages behind in front of me. They are around 5, so we are likely to stock them in 2-3 months time. So that's what we are doing at the moment. As you can see, we have women there who are doing the feeding. There's another one behind me. They are doing feeding of their fish. They do come here every morning to do fish feeding, so that they know how the fish are doing. They make a follow-up on the mortalities, because at the end of the day, they are going to do calculations and know how far have our fish grown, and are we really going to make a living out of this. So they come here to make a follow-up each and every day to know how their fish are doing. In terms of security, we have enough security, because as you can see in front of me here, there is a light, and also we have a floating house the other side. It has a CCTV, and it's running 24/7. At night, the security guards, they stay there in that house to set the fish. We have 3 security guards at night who guards the fish, and we also have one who stays at the land, so that he can take care of our farm. So the fish here are very safe. In terms of feeding, the fish here, like this one, they are 1 month old. We do sampling each and every month, and then we change the feeds. The feeding, the quantity of feeding, it depends on the consumption of the feeds, how they respond to the feeds. Like right now, these ones, they consume around 15 kilos a day. In one feeding, we feed them at around 4.5 kilos. And also the other cages that we have in front there, they are feeding 15 kilos per feeding. So within a day, they can consume even 60 kilos, depending on the waves and also the weather. Yes, if the temperatures are hot, the fish are very active. And also we do water quality. We check the water quality, the dissolved oxygen and the temperatures each and every morning before we start the feeding. The cage fish farming, it's helping the community a lot because the wild catch has reduced and they are not going to depend on aquaculture. They are going to depend on aquaculture in that when they come here, they know that at the end of the day, after they have stocked, they are going to harvest and they are going to make a living. They are going to stock like 3 to 4 times, and then after that we are going to give them we are just pushing them so that they can be able to stand on their own. So in 1.5 years, we are going to leave the women group so that they can do it on their own. We'll be doing capacity building. We have also been doing trainings for them. So we are very sure that at the end of the day, they are going to be they are experts, they are champions of aquaculture. In terms of feeding, we have 4 feeders. We also have 2 more feeders from the group. So they come here each and every morning to do feeding. And also when they are feeding, they also have to check on the nets if they have clogged. They also check if there is any tear so that they can do some repairs, because we want our fish to be very safe. Because this is an investment, this is a business. So when we want our fish to be very safe, we always check on the net. We always do some repairs if we need repairs at the end of the day. In terms of blue economy, it's going to, the fish that you're going to harvest from here, I know it's a lot. It's going to boost our economy. And also we also have a market that is ready. Rio Fish has a market that is ready. So we have a processing plant at the same time. So when the fish will be harvested from here, it's going straight to the processing plant. From that, they do scaling, they do gutting, and then they supply the fish to the depots that we have. We have 4 outlets. So the fish goes to the outlets, and from there it's supplied to the fishmongers. So those fishmongers are the ones who will distribute to the consumers. The project is very expensive because when we do the calculations in terms of feeds, the feeds are the ones that are very expensive, and also the fingerlings. It's really a very big investment that we are supposed to take care of. As you can see, the guys are doing harvesting. This cage has been here for 7 months. We stopped last year in 2023. As you can see, the guys behind me, they are doing harvesting. The fish have been here for 7 months, and right now we calculated they are around 300 and 350 grams. So that's how harvesting is done. They are pulling out the net and they are scooping the fish into the boat. Wow, as you can see, those are fish that we've harvested. One is weighing around 350 grams. So we are so happy and we are so excited because this project is really giving us a lot of excitement. As you can see, we have a lot of supplies because we have a market that is ready. We are not going to struggle a lot to look for the market, because when the fish are living here, they are going to be. We are going to put them in cooler boxes, and then we take them to the farm, to the processing plant. Here alone, this cage has been holding 30,000 fish. Stocking density it's 30,000, and we also it has been here for 7 months. And as you can see, the fish is very, very big. We've been feeding the fish with aqua feeds. And we are really happy that the feeds were of good quality. As a fish farmer, if you want to have such a kind of fish, the big sizes, you need to feed them with good quality floating feeds. Our feeds we usually get them from Ala Aqua. That's what we've been feeding this cage specifically, and we are really excited. We are happy because from the size of the fish. Yeah, as you can see, these sizes, they are very big. Like this one is around 400 grams, 4 to 500 grams. So if you want to have such a kind of a harvest, you really need to feed your fish with good quality feeds. And from Alaka, we are very excited because we've seen the progress. Aquaculture is the only way, and as we are empowering women within the community, it also improves our economy as President William Ruto said. As you can see, this is a lady who is doing harvesting, so it's really a very good challenge. This is one of the women that we are empowering. She comes from Mikuyu, so we are so excited to have her around, and it's really a very good experience.
Kwa majina naitwa Diana Eric. Tumefurahi sana kwa hii project yenye umetuletea ya Rio. Samaki kama hii wangeenda siku kama miezi 3 ndio wapate hii samaki. Sasa ona sisi tumeharvest samaki only one day na tumepata hii samaki. Ona sasa vile samaki ni nyingi, na wangeenda wangepata ama 2 ama 3. Tunaona hata kama vile samaki yetu ni kubwa, hata tunaweza uza hata 400 ama 500. Lakini wangeenda wangepata hata kama samaki 2 ama 3. Sasa tunaomba mtuongeze kesi zingine tuendelee na biashara zetu.
Yako unatoa huduma kidogo, inafika wakati maisha yako ina change. Unaanza kufikiria juu ya ndoa, juu ya watoto. Watoto pia wakikuwa wanakuacha, unaanza kuambia watu life is just vanity. So the best thing in life is sure that you are comfortable, work your way out. See to it that you are comfortable and be happy all the mpaka leo kinaniwasha leo. Hata kile nafikiria itafanyika kesho, tayari leo nimeanza kuumia. We need to see a difference within the 3 cycles that Victoria talked about, so that we can encourage them to come and support other groups. Yenu ikikataa kunawiri, hatakuwa na roho ya kusaidia. That shows you that they are not just here. They watasaidia majirani zao. Wala ambao wataanguka watakuwa wameangusha nani? Sita tenda kaji. Sisi akisumbulisha ndio. You are my number.
Hi, my name is Wamboe Kuria. I work for Africa Enterprise Challenge Fund, and we are here today to partner with Rio Fish, together supporting women on this International Women's Day. In particular, we are looking at supporting over 600 women in Suba South constituency, where we are looking to equip them with cages, support them with input financing, and ultimately ensure that these women who are predominantly present in the trade of fish are able to actually farm this fish. Cage fishing is definitely very important in our waters here in Lake Victoria, because there is dwindling catch that is currently present, and so a lot of the fishermen who are present right now go to fish, but then they come with little fish, and so these women have to scatter for the little fish that is there. And so we see cage fish farming as an opportunity for women to actually get efficient supply. Fisheries is definitely one of the key activities that happen here in Lake Victoria, and so if we are able to equip women with fish cages, they're definitely able to supply more fish, which will ultimately not only support this community but the nation at large. Definitely, through the 6 months that we've been working so far with Rio Fish, we have been able to impact over 345 women who are not only women who own the cages, but are actually participating in harvest, they're participating in feeding, and they also have the necessary skills so that ultimately they're able to produce further.
My name is Diana Mutike. I am a program officer in investing in women in the blue economy Kenya. I work with Africa Enterprise Challenge Fund. Cage fish farming is paramount to increase the amount of fish which is produced in Kenya, given that there is declining or dwindling world catch, and it is key for women to overcome the systemic gender barriers whereby they are discriminated in the society, which is entrenched in our cultural norms. So cage fish farming is a key factor to make the women become the owners of productive assets, which involves the cage itself, the fingerlings. Yes, this will be key to ruin or to make the Jaboya issue decline or end with time. This is because the women will be empowered, they'll have control and power, they'll also have dignified access to their inventory which they use for trading, because almost 90% of the women along the lake region are fish traders. Yes, we are working with the government stakeholders in the fisheries department. We're also working with other stakeholders within the county government so as to ensure success of this project, so that to empower the women and lift them below the poverty index level, which is quite low in this Sori region and Migori region in the Lake Victoria.
Daily Truth Kenya.
For more and comprehensive updates, press the YouTube subscribe button above and enjoy. Remember to press the bell button for notifications whenever we post.
Home of the best.